KVU 25 News Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Adam Seibel. Spring Creek Drive will close for reconstruction. Starting June 12th, Spring Creek Drive from Country Club Drive to Main Street will close to through traffic for continued reconstruction to Spring Creek Drive, weather permitting. All businesses and homes in the construction zone will remain accessible. Through traffic can avoid delays by seeking alternate routes. And for more information, you can contact Victoria Engineering at 361-485-3340. Victoria Fire Department worked a mobile home fire in the 3000 block of East Red River this morning. The call came in around 7 a.m. and we contacted Victoria Fire Department for more information on that fire, but we're still waiting to hear back. A heat wave in southeastern Texas taking a major toll on marine life in that area. Thousands of dead fish washed ashore in Brazoria County, which is near Houston, yesterday.
Tonight, seas of dead fish washing up along parts of the Texas coast, showing the incredible power of Mother Nature.
Hypoxia is when we have lower than normal dissolved oxygen in the water, are very common in the summer.
Katie St. Clair is the Sea Life Facility Manager at Texas A&M University at Galveston. St. Clair says the fish simply can't breathe.
As we get these warmer Gulf water temperatures, the water itself has less capacity to hold dissolved oxygen, which of course is really important and essential for the fish and other animals to breathe.
While St. Clair says this can affect schools of fish more, other fish can also succumb to the event, as seen by social media posts like these and plenty of curious passersby who are breathing this all in.
Pretty bad and stinky.
Brazoria County says they can understand people's reactions.
It's still alarming to see that, and just because it's a natural occurrence doesn't mean it's necessarily a pleasant one.
The recent temperature spike, they say, has been a catalyst.
That's kind of the perfect storm to combine, that it can really produce pockets in the water where the dissolved oxygen.
A lack of wave action has also contributed to the problem. The county has been coming through here with heavy equipment, raking the fish up near the shoreline and taking them over here to bury them in these sand dunes, which covers up the smell, and the fish become compost, which serves as a healthy part of the ecosystem for the dune grass. And while this is something that isn't all that uncommon,
It's happened before. I've seen it twice.
it's hard to predict how long exactly it might last.
It's crazy.
But it's an issue the county says they will continue to deal with.
We'll clean them up. Our Parks Department will get those up and get those beaches back to being clean so that people can get back and enjoy those beaches.
Well, Hal, yeah, that's pretty scary stuff. I guess the hot temperatures even near Houston are killing some of the fish, so you know, it really does feel like summer's here, and you mentioned those heat indexes. So can we expect those hot temperatures to stick around?
They're going to last for quite a while, Adam, maybe with this blocking pattern with these high-pressure systems. Maybe the next 2 weeks. Summer, yeah, not unofficial, but it is on the way here in Texas. So here at the moment, heat indices still mid to upper 80s, lower 90s in some spots. This is the temperature added onto the humidity levels and the overall real feel. Winds though, hey, the breeze actually does help. It feels rather good. A little bit of motion in the air. Overnight we'll drop down to 74 under mostly clear skies. And Adam was asking about the heat. Well, it is liking and looking to stay for a while. We'll talk more about it coming up in just a bit, Adam.
All right, thanks, Howie. One day after that historic 37-count federal indictment against Donald Trump was unsealed, the former president back on the campaign trail, maintaining he did nothing wrong. No former president has ever been charged with federal crimes. The 49-page indictment accuses Trump of putting the nation's security at risk with the mishandling of classified documents.
Former President Trump campaigning for the first time since the 37-count indictment against him was unsealed, speaking to supporters at a rally in Georgia, calling it a travesty of justice.
It's a horrible thing for this country. I mean, the only good thing about it is it's driven my poll numbers way up.
Trump then traveling to Greensboro for the North Carolina GOP state convention, maintaining his innocence.
Small dollar fundraising is setting records, but still,
You get indicted over nothing?
Special counsel Jack Smith is encouraging everyone to read the entire document that lays out the charges against the former president.
Our laws that protect national defense information are critical to the safety and security of the United States, and they must be enforced. Violations of those laws put our country at risk.
Stacks of boxes allegedly filled with sensitive documents that the indictment says Trump was not authorized to possess were found in a Mar-a-Lago ballroom, a bedroom, even a bathroom. Trump is accused of showing some of these documents to unauthorized people at least twice. Once in July 2021, Trump allegedly showed a writer a plan of attack drawn up by the Pentagon. As president, I could have declassified it, Trump is quoted saying. Now I can't. Trump also allegedly showed someone affiliated with his political action committee a map related to a military operation. Trump is accused in the indictment of directing his valet, Walt Nauta, also charged in this case, to move classified documents. Nauta joined Trump on the campaign trail today, serving as his body man. He has not commented on the charges against him. But not included in the indictment, a motive.
All they have to do is prove that the crime was committed beyond a reasonable doubt, and motive does not have to be proven.
The Secret Service, the U.S. Marshals, and Miami police are already working on security plans for Tuesday, when Trump is due to appear in Miami federal court. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
A 2-year-old girl died in Central Florida after being left in a hot car. A frantic woman calling 911 said, "We forgot our daughter was in the car." Police say the parents and their 4 children went to lunch on Thursday, and when they got home, they were unaware the 2-year-old wasn't inside. About 3 hours later, they returned to the car and realized the little girl was still in her car seat and was unresponsive. The temperature reached 90 degrees on Thursday, but temperatures can spike 20 degrees in just 10 minutes in an enclosed vehicle. No charges have been filed so far as the police investigation continues. According to the Kids and Car Safety Organization, there have already been 8 hot car deaths in the nation, and half of them have been in Florida. Major new developments in Ukraine. President Zelensky confirming for the first time that the long-awaited counteroffensive against Russian forces is underway. Both sides waging fierce battles. Russian military forces releasing this video, which appears to show explosive attack drones. Ukrainian forces on the assault near the city of Bakhmut.
Tonight, Ukraine's offensive underway on multiple fronts, launching major assaults in the south and the east. President Zelensky confirming Ukraine's counter-offensive is indeed playing out. Telling reporters his commanders are optimistic, pass this on to Putin. Initial reports suggesting the fight ahead will be long and brutal. The Russian military releasing video appearing to show explosive attack drones hurtling into Ukrainian tanks and US-supplied infantry vehicles. A Ukrainian assault brigade releasing video of one of its tanks in action near the city of Bakhmut, claiming they recaptured land there. That same brigade giving ABC News exclusive access to their preparations for that very mission.
Well, this Ukrainian assault brigade is simulating an attack they are about to carry out on Russian positions. The terrain in this area is similar to the area of the front line that they plan to attack, and they are performing these maneuvers that they hope to perform in the near term.
ABC News agreeing not to air the footage until the operation was complete. In the south, an environmental disaster playing out after explosions ruptured the vast Novakhovka Dam. Tonight, President Zelensky accusing the world of being shamefully indifferent.
And President Putin now saying Russia will move tactical nuclear weapons into Belarus early next month ahead of a key NATO summit. Tom Sufi-Burridge, ABC News, Kyiv, Ukraine.
All right, grab your cell phone and scan this QR code. That's our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can watch us anytime, anywhere, and get breaking news alerts and vote in our viewer polls. You can also learn about our ongoing contests right there on the app. You can also submit news tips and photos. And also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today. You can hit that like button and click the notification bell. Stay with us. Coming up, an incredible story of survival in Colombia. 4 children found alive after 40 days in the Amazon jungle.
High pressure is looking to keep us hot and humid for a while. We'll talk about it straight ahead.
My name's Danny, and I absolutely love my F-150. I bought this particular truck because of the Blue Cruise. You literally let go of your hands. It just centers the car in the lane, follows the person in front of me, keeps a safe distance. In my experience, the Ford F-150 is the best in Texas.
Lease a new Ford F-150 for just $499 a month or choose 0% plus $750 cash. Both include complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Name this little rock and roll legend.
Lupe Fiasco.
The comedy game show where grandma knows best.
Empire State of Mind is performed by what rapper?
Jay-Z.
Generation Gap premieres June 29th on ABC.
I found the discount!
It's the sizzling summer sell-off at Victory GMC. Take $4,000 off new Denali's. Enjoy 1.9% financing on new GMC Sierras and 3.9% financing on new GMC Terrains. Wow, big discounts and low financing rates. We think you'll call it Victory. Now go put them back.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers have outlined a path forward for plans to dredge a canal for oil tankers near Calhoun County. Plans to dredge that canal near Port Lavaca off the coast are moving forward. The Texas Tribune reported that officials from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers outlined a $2.8 million effort to test the bay floor at the site and order removal of any contaminants before the Matagorda Bay Ship Channel project can move forward. The project calls for dredging and expanding a 27-mile stretch of the canal to make way for larger tankers carrying oil from Texas for export. The $218 million canal expansion will allow the world's largest class of ships to dock at the Seahawk Oil Terminal, owned by Max Midstream, which is partially financing the project. Some community members are upset, though, because they fear it could damage their business and the environment. So that brings us to your viewer poll tonight. You can scan that QR code to vote. So, do you support plans to dredge a canal in the Gulf near Calhoun County? 80% say yes, you are in support of that plan, while 20% say no. Now to that incredible story of survival in Colombia. 4 children found alive after 40 days deep in the Amazon jungle. They were found Friday after a long and intensive search. Siblings ranging in age from just 1 year to 13-year-olds were traveling with their mother when their small plane crashed on May 1st. Tonight, what they did to stay alive.
Tonight, the incredible images of 4 children, siblings, found alive deep in the Amazon jungle 40 days after a plane crash. The Colombian army and local indigenous people searching desperately for weeks to find 13-year-old Leslie, 9-year-old Soleini, 7-year-old Tien Noriel, and the youngest, Christine, just a year old. The jungle's dense canopy complicating efforts from the air. Rescue teams turning to clues like footprints and half-eaten fruit. The bodies of 3 adults traveling with the children, including their mother and the pilot, were recovered weeks ago, but the children nowhere to be found. Crews dropping packages of food near the crash site in hopes of helping them survive. Then finally, they were spotted less than 2 miles from where their Cessna went down May 1st after its engine failed. Their uncle Friday overjoyed upon learning they were still alive.
Officials say because the siblings are from the Amazon, the 13-year-old had some knowledge of how to survive in the tropical terrain. A relative telling us that they are weak but doing fine overall. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
The man known as the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, has died in prison. The convicted terrorist was considered America's most prolific bomber. Kaczynski placed or mailed 16 bombs that killed 3 people and injured even more between the late 70s and early 90s. Tonight, late details coming in about his death.
Tonight, the man nicknamed the Unabomber, who terrorized the nation with a bombing campaign for almost 20 years, is dead.
Ted Kaczynski, serving 4 life sentences plus 30 years, found unresponsive in his North Carolina prison cell early this morning. Sources familiar with the incident telling ABC News Kaczynski's death is being investigated as a possible suicide. The 81-year-old Harvard-educated mathematician who was transferred to a medical prison facility 18 months ago for poor health admitted to 16 bombings from 1978 to 1995, killing 3 people and injuring 23 others. In 1995, the Washington Post, along with the New York Times, printed his 35,000-word manifesto. Soon after, his own brother recognized the manifesto's tone and tipped off the FBI.
The Unabomber's career is over.
In April of 1996, investigators found Kaczynski in a 10 by 14-foot plywood cabin near Lincoln, Montana, filled with journals, explosive material, even 2 completed bombs.
Kaczynski wrote in his manifesto that his actions were motivated by the belief that modern technology was damaging to both society and to the environment. Phil Lipoff, ABC News, New York.
For more on today's news stories, come to crossroadstoday.com. You can read more about those dead fish that are washing up on Texas shores. And don't forget to submit your birthday wishes. Carolina Strain will read them live on 25 News Now Sunrise. You can also submit a local military hero so we can recognize them.
The heat will continue, but it's going to be even warmer. We'll talk about it straight ahead.
A cancer patient can need up to 8 units of platelets a week, so make sure we have enough supply, because when you give,
I live.
Donate blood and help save a life. Go to yougivetheylive.org to schedule your donation today.
Y'all call, I haul. Our 5-star rated moving and junk removal team is dedicated to offer the best customer service and protection for all your valuables. We offer local moving, long distance moving, labor only moving, apartment moving, and junk removal. No matter the load, our team will take care of all your needs and do all the heavy lifting. Y'all call 361-541-6858. I haul. Simple booking process, licensed and insured.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
All right, hot, hot, hot. 105 plus in terms of the real feel temperatures. Will be dry most of the week. All right, here's what we had today. 95, so a little bit above where we're supposed to be. We've been as warm as 102 back in 2022. Much warmer this time a year ago, even leading up to this date. But still, hey, starting to really heat up outside. Here's a look. We saw some nice blue skies earlier. It's our shot with our DTAR camera. Now I keep talking about the winds. A nice little breeze off the Gulf. It feels really good with this heat. You want the air to mix up a little bit, kind of fan you just a little bit, and it feels pretty good with temperatures the way they are. Here's our heat indices at the moment. Still in the 90s up there in Gonzales on the coast. Some spots in the mid 90s. Still 86 for that real feel temperature here in Victoria. But yeah, a little more calm, if you will, and lower at night. But during the afternoons, really in the next week and a half, we're going to see triple digits, maybe 110, maybe 115, and counting. All right, here's a look at our future visibility. I have this because, yeah, we are looking at a little fog. Dew points on the high side. High pressure trap and a little moisture. Some spots, not completely dense fog across the area, but some areas of patchy fog where some spots getting taken down to 5 miles, 3 miles or so or less. So you want to be careful if you are hitting the roads during those early morning hours. And there's the dew points I talked about. Yeah, that just makes it feel very uncomfortable outside. Pushing 80 in some spots, 78 degrees, 77 for our dew point temperatures. You add this with the sun heating us up. You combine it all, those heat indices rocking and rolling 110 plus for a good portion of the week coming up. And here's why that is all going to take place. High pressure blocking everything, diverting storms going around the high or trying to crash into the high, and that can be fatal for some of these storms. They'll run into this stable air, this high pressure pushing down, this stable air, and yeah, these storms start to break up and weaken. We've seen it happen in the last couple days, and that's probably going to happen more than likely. And as the highs start to weaken and these storms are really strong, as of right now, high pressure looks to take control of our atmosphere really for the next week and maybe even beyond that. Here's our marine forecast. So 81 for our water, seas 3 to 4 feet. That'll keep our bays on the choppy side. All right. More than a week into our first couple weeks of hurricane season. Nothing going on the next two days over the next 48 hours. All right, 74 degrees overnight under mostly clear skies. A little breezy. That breeze will make things feel good with 78-degree dew point temperatures. And then for tomorrow, here's where we're going. 97 degrees, heat index value 106 degrees. Lots and lots of sunshine. Looking ahead, lots and lots of more sunshine, but look at our temperatures. I talked about triple digits. We'll be in the mid to upper 90s ambient temperature-wise. You had the real feel in there. Look at that, 113, 110, 113. Looking at a hot and humid week. Plenty of fluids, light fit clothing, and light colored clothing. For more weather, news, and sports, you can go to our app. That's at crossroadstoday.com, and that is free. Letting Android and iPhone. Now we go to sports with Zach.
Thank you, Hal. With the Astros or Rangers lost last night, how they do tonight? I'll have that coming up in sports.
Need weather around the clock? When the weather changes in the Crossroads, you need a reliable source. Visit Interactive Radar online for the latest conditions in the Crossroads area. CrossroadsToday.com. Weather at your fingertips.
There's a powerful beast roaming these woods. And if you listen, you can hear it. Every now and then, you get a glimpse of it.
Grandpa telling his stories again.
The 2023 Toyota Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
Rising interest rates got you down? Victory Kia has the answer. Like new 2023 Kia Stingers with 2.9% financing for 60 months. Even our lowest priced Kia, the new 2023 Kia Rio, has 3.9% financing for 48 months. Couple our low Victory prices with low Kia rates, and you can expect really low lease payments like a new 2023 Kia Seltos for $219 a month for 24 months. With lower interest rates and lower payments, we think you too will say,
I love Victory!
Texas? Now's the time to gear up and save on a new Ford SUV. Get great deals on our most capable lineup. Now with a great in-stock selection to choose from, like the spacious and tech-savvy Ford Expedition or Ford Explorer and Bronco Sport. Ford SUVs, #1 in brand loyalty.
Drive a 2023 Ford Expedition with 2.9 financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash and complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals last night. Miami trying to even the series at 2 apiece, but the Nuggets had other ideas. All Denver did was march right into Miami and take both games on the Heat's home court. Last night they win 108-95. Jokic fantastic again last night with a double-double, dropping 23 points with 12 rebounds. Aaron Gordon, however, the leading scorer for the Nuggets with 27 points, playing 42 minutes. The Miami Heat down 3-1. But they're not pouting, not crying. Just listen to head coach Eric Spoelstra.
We have an incredibly competitive group. We've done everything the hard way, and that's the way it's going to have to be done right now again. And all we're going to focus on is getting this thing back to the 305. Get this thing back to Miami. And things can shift very quickly. It's going to be a gnarly game in Denver.
He also says his guys are built for this moment. And while the Nuggets trying to deliver the knockout blow on Monday, Conor McGregor did that last night to Miami's mascot, Bernie. The person inside actually had to go to the emergency room. Latest reports say he was given pain medication and sent home and is doing well. Glad to see he's feeling better. You know who else is feeling better? The Texas Rangers, after last night's loss, get on the board early after a throwing error. Corey Seager later in the inning with the bases loaded, rips a double all the way to the wall. It would score 2 runs. A third one going to try to score, but yeah, he's out at the plate. But a 3-run second inning, and after a Tampa 3-run homer had him thinking comeback, a Garcia ground rule double with the bases loaded scores 2 and quickly shuts that down. Those were the final runs in the game for either side. Rangers win 8-4. The Astros absolutely blew it last night, trying to get the bad taste out of their mouth. A Bregman double is going to score. Altuve is 1-0 Houston, and Abreu maybe found his groove. A bomb over that high left center field wall, his second homer in as many days. And in the 9th inning, he shut the door on Cleveland with an RBI single to score. Bregman. Houston wins. Final score 6-3. And the Generals back in action tonight, welcoming the Baton Rouge Rougarou, who swept them this past week. Brady Parker strikeout ends the inning, and the Generals immediately wake the bats up. Leadoff double in the 4th gets the inning started, and after a walk and a pass ball puts 2 runners in scoring position. A 2-run opposite field double is going to score both runs, making it a 7-4 ball game. But just when they pull within striking distance, the Generals would hit 3 batters in the next inning and allowed 3 runs. They're thinking comeback. They just hit a bomb. It's 10-8 in the final inning. They begin a 4-game road trip tomorrow against the Acadiana Cane Cutters. And some reports have it that the XFL did not have a great season. According to Forbes, they lost about $60 million. Adam, back to you.
All right, thanks, Zach. Stay with us. Coming up, President Joe Biden celebrated Pride Month with a party at the White House today.
TISD is your hometown internet service provider. For nearly 3 decades, we've helped our neighbors access the internet with the latest technologies and capabilities. For home or business, TISD has the right technology in the right places to provide the coverage and friendly service you've come to expect. We are proud to call this our home and can't wait to help a neighbor. See what we can do for you. Visit us today at TISD.net.
You can enjoy endless entertainment and local news updates for free on our 17 over-the-air channels. Connect your TV antenna to your smart TV in 3 easy steps. Connect the coaxial cable from your antenna to the back of your TV. Select the menu button on your remote and navigate to the correct input of your antenna. Find the channel scan option and click it. Setting up your antenna will keep you entertained and informed with the latest weather updates and emergency information for free. Call or email for questions or more information. Stay connected and stay safe.
President Joe Biden celebrated Pride Month with a party at the White House today. Some 1,000 people gathered on the South Lawn for a celebration with musician and singer Betty Who. Well, that looks like a fun party. I have not heard of Betty Who, but it looks like a fun time. Hopefully it wasn't too hot for that Pride party. Now, Howie, like I said, is getting pretty hot here. Maybe for some celebrations, but
I don't know if they'd have as much fun if they were out here in South Texas.
Yeah.
With the temperatures the way they were and kind of the way they are.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at our heat index, heat value calculated temperatures. Look at this, still a real feel of close to 90 in a good portion of the viewing area. And these are only going to go up. Now, they went down overnight with the sun going down, but when the sun starts to heat us up a little bit, and then these dew point temperatures stay on the higher side. Look out, we're looking at triple digits. Overnight, 74, mostly clear. And then for tomorrow, up to 97 degrees. Heat index calculated temperature right around 106 degrees. Now, we'll have some early clouds, but eventually we'll be on the sunny side. So the more sunshine, the warmer we'll be, and the more uncomfortable it's going to be, because that's going to just add the overall combination for our calculated heat index value temperature. And I talked about the triple digits. So we'll be in the mid to upper 90s pretty much the rest of the way. But then you add the sunshine in with those ambient temperatures and those dew point high numbers. And we're looking at triple digits. Can you stand out there in this type of heat? Look at this. 110 for tomorrow on Sunday. Monday, 113, and pretty much 110 to 113 the rest of the way. I guess if you're going to be in the pool, at the beach, not too bad. But again, remember, plenty of sunblock, plenty of fluids, loose-fitting clothing, light-colored clothing, and if you don't have to be outside, get inside.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being with us. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Crossroads Today. Have a great night, everybody.